ADHD, a lot of times we just talk about more of the impacts that we see as far as more of what we consider kind of deficits, but we often miss the strengths associated with ADHD. And I think that's a huge highlight that we need to focus more on to build those strength-based profiles for each individual, right? So strengths, the ability to hyper-focus. You might have a ton of distractions if they're not into the material, they're not that engaged with it. But if you find something of interest, the ability to hyper-focus on something becomes the ultimate tool. They're very creative and very often big picture thinkers, right? So they can look at kind of the long-term side of things and really know how the pieces go together. They're extremely resilient and very persistent. Which is a huge strength just across, specifically when you get into adulthood. They're typically a people person, right? They're really bright, they're creative, they're funny, they love the engagement with other people. They have ingenious thinking. That bigger picture side of things is just really, really important to not only self, but to groups, to organizations. You need that kind of bigger picture thinking when it comes to, I feel like groupthink and more just collaboration with individuals. They have a very strong sense of fairness and justice. If they perceive something to be wrong or unjust, they're really quick to voice their opinions, and so they make great allies, very close, strong friendships. The willingness to take a risk is huge. Especially in like the entrepreneurial side of things. You look at a lot of the strong entrepreneurs in this world, and a lot of them do have ADHD, and it's because of that willingness to take risks. The spontaneity, and that kind of goes to kind of that impulsivity as well, right? But you can kind of flip that and look at they're pretty spontaneous, right? They get an idea, they're going to want to go for it, and that's a really, again, a very, very powerful skill. Typically, they have great senses of humor, and they're great at engaging in conversation skills and rapport with others, and then pretty contagious motivation. If you find someone that has ADHD that is into something, that motivation can be pretty contagious when it comes to others kind of around them. So again, I think that it's important to look at the impacts of how we can help support these individuals, but it's also very important to look at the strengths and know how we can incorporate these strengths into kind of our pre-existing systems to just benefit people and organizations.